At least we should be
Live.
live.
How to not get
Live,
screwed on the internet.
live from
See,
the
it just went
internet.
right.
It's Wednesday night. Average intelligence style. Wednesday night. Hello, everyone. You may be confused because it's not Sunday, it's Wednesday. Well, it turns out schedules change. So if that's a problem for you, then eat a dick because I don't care. Can you throw a
Don't
little
mind
audio
me.
my
I'm
way?
just trying to fix it. It's doing it again. Say something.
Something.
All right. I'm just going to switch to not headphones.
All right, that's cool. But
What if it's my
because
headphones?
our audio check passed. So welcome everyone to the Average Intelligence Podcast, where we try to help you be a little bit less average and a little bit more intelligent. Usually we fail, but tonight I think we might actually succeed. Because in a bit of a departure, we're not talking politics, we're not talking entertainment, but we are, however, talking safety, specifically online safety for you. And how are we doing this? Well, through experience mostly, because we both have a few wins and losses when it comes to purchasing and interacting online. So we'll share some stories, have some laughs, and hopefully give you some guidance and turn you on to some really good sponsors. Two of which tonight are our friends. And I mean this quite literally because they are our friends because of the relationships we've cultivated. Our friends at Vizard.ai and our friends at Molly Jewelry US. We will speak about both of them. And in fact, each of them's an interesting online experience that turned out positive, but because one of us behaved smartly when interacting with new people. So that being said, let's get the fun stuff out of the way. How about times we got screwed? Those are fun.
To be fair, I haven't. I haven't been because the thing is I was so like aware of I wish I could hear myself. I was so aware of basically how the internet like people
Well,
just
you're
took
lying.
advantage of people.
You're
Do
lying,
what?
sir. Because I know you and I got screwed in a very similar manner. I say screwed, but to be fair, when I made this purchase, I had a hunch that it was BS, but it was
Are
worth
you
the
talking
risk.
about your game stick?
Yeah,
Okay, that's fair. That's
yeah.
fair. Okay,
Here's the thing.
stuff like
Here's the
that.
thing, people. You see that? Okay, and this points out a big red flag that you should be aware of when purchasing online. I'm not saying don't ever order from places like this. Just understand it's a pretty prominent red flag. Those game sticks that you keep seeing on social media, the ones where you plug them into your TV and you get 80,000 games.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. Don't buy them because you
80,000
will
reruns.
well no, you will get screwed because the thing is like you'll get the thing, to be fair. You'll get it. The hardware is not sufficient to deal with a video game essentially because basically and you can educate me because I know you're a little bit more versed in this. It's essentially just ROM, not ROM. I mean, they're full of ROMs, but emulator software. It's basically just
Mm.
emulator software in a USB stick, or in this case, an HDMI stick.
Well, the it's a just a single chip. And back in the day, like used to have one game on one single computer chip, and nowadays you literally have a whole a computer chip that can run the software that used to be a whole game system. So it's like it's really cool, but it's not quite there. Like you can if you have you ever heard of Raspberry Pi?
Mm,
Like not the food.
yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not ringing a bell.
Okay, so Raspberry Pi is literally just like a game chip. And
Hmm.
you well, it's not necessarily a game chip. People used to make LoRa what is it? Remember AT&T?
Yeah.
Okay, so the AT&T miners that they had, people used to actually make their own with Raspberry Pi
Mm.
technology. So it's just the name of who this company that makes these chips or whatnot. But and then they also figured out they could make game systems out of them, and then like they were pretty good. Not like these piece of shits that they sell on TikTok and Temu and Amazon. Like,
Yeah.
unless you're spending like $90, you don't expect anything. If you're
Well, the
spending
thing
like
is,
30 or 40,
I spent $89, so I spent about $90 on the
what'd
one
you
that
get?
I've.
Which one did you get? Like
I don't even. Well, hey,
model?
hang on, I'll go grab it. I'll show you. 'Cause I still got the motherfucker.
I was gonna say, if he's got the one that I'm thinking of, it's potentially customizable. The one I have is not.
It's the 4K game stick.
Yeah, that one's trash.
Well, they're all trash.
No, apparently there's one that's like the GD10 or GD something like that. Apparently it's actually good.
Yeah,
It's
4K
similar.
Ultra HD game stick. Now, I will say, before any of you in the comments say, I did try to connect the USB power supply to an outlet and not the television. It made no difference whatsoever because this thing just doesn't have the RAM to support what it's doing. That's essentially what it is, and it gets
It'll play like Super Nintendo and like regular Nintendo.
nope,
No, not at all.
nope. Because that I thought that first because I tried 64 Mario Kart and I'm like, okay, it might not be a total loss, but and I tried it on separate occasions because it wasn't like it was just like running too hot or anything at the
Hold on.
time.
There's a 64 emulator on it.
Oh, dude, this has everything. This has PS2 emulators games in it. PS2,
That little
N64,
thing,
GameCube.
it
Yeah,
you got to have a certain type of graphics card to run PlayStation 2. It's like, what? Yeah, they
yeah.
got you.
Oh no, and I was at the time I had more disposable income, and I literally thought to myself, I said, I'm pretty sure this is too good to be true. However, the risk to reward ratio was tolerable for me because if it was legit, it would be really awesome. And at the time, my worst case scenario was this doesn't work and I'm out $80. And actually, my plan was I was going to buy one for me. And then if it worked, I was going to get one for you for as a Christmas gift. But I didn't want to buy one and give it to you and
Yeah.
have it be shit. You know what I mean? So
Dude, like, yeah, the it stinks. Like, were the remotes white or black?
mostly white, but it's white and black.
Do they look like PS5 remotes?
They're pretty similar. They're not exactly the same, but oh yeah, that's it.
See, I wonder what actual brand that is because there could be something. Did you try to go to the settings or anything like that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you messed with it.
Oh yeah,
I remember
I
you
played
saying
around.
he's like, yeah, this thing's junk.
Oh, I did. Yeah,
Uh,
I had a hunch, but
I will say the one I got, like it plays PlayStation 1 beautifully, but like it's not customizable like it says. Like all the games do run fairly decent, but they're like literally it's like 20 or 30,000 games, but it's literally like one game in four different languages.
right. No,
It's
I
like
will
that's not
say
40,000.
no, and I will say I did also buy. I bought this one at a mall. So one of the tips they were going to give you
Ah,
is brick and mortar or something that physically, like you can physically take it when you buy it. Usually legit. Usually, don't buy it off the
usually.
street from somebody. But like if you're in a mall and there's a kiosk or a store, you're probably okay. Or at the very least, if you get one and it's defective, there's some kind of warranty where they'll replace it.
You didn't even get screwed online.
No, I bought the little Nintendo one. It
You got
was
screwed. You
great.
got screwed in store. Oh, you bought the Nintendo one in
Oh no, it
store.
was great. I love that thing because here's the thing. I and the other thing was you could read the entire game list, and yes, half of them are shit, but they're fun shit. Like it had a game called Mortal Kombat 4 on it that was spoiler alert, it's not Mortal Kombat 4, but it's this beautifully awful NES version that kind of
I
looks like
saw it.
yeah, oh, it's great. It's
It was
fun.
terrible. It was literally like the same game, just in black and white, and just like literally like rendering just is not there.
Yeah, it's worse than the original Mortal Kombat by far, which is also on it, by the way. So I can play OG Mortal Kombat. And I think it had Mortal Kombat 2. I can't remember. It's been a minute since I busted it out.
Mortal Kombat.
So, but the other red flag though is, and I initially thought it might be legit because it was advertising on Facebook, which turns out Facebook don't give a fuck as long as you pay them. They'll let you post just about anything.
Yeah,
But
and Facebook will take your money really easily. Like they're just like eBay.
yeah, for real. But no, I went to their site and the site wasn't super fishy, like it wasn't an obvious scam, but and then some of the comments and some of the reviews there were enough people saying that it lagged that I kind of got the sense that that might be the case. What you'll find though is that you have to take these things in, like it's if there's one bad thing, it's not necessarily that you're going to get screwed. Like, but if it's a fishy website, the reviews say that it's bad, and I found out later when it's not easy to find out how to contact customer support or if they're email only, that's a red flag.
Yeah, that's typically why I try to only have like if if you're buying something online and you're not on TikTok or anything like that, if they don't accept places like PayPal, I don't buy from them because you ever go on just Google and you're searching for something and you'll find something and it's like half the price of normal and it's like, yeah, that's an obvious scam because they'll say they accept
Well,
PayPal, but when you get to the end to pay, they don't have a section for PayPal and they just
yeah.
think and they just like, oh, well, they'll probably just use a card. And I'm like, yeah, no,
Yeah,
sorry.
so but that's another one. Inconsistencies in written, not policy, but written statements in advertising or their website. And then when
Hmm.
you see those inconsistencies, that's a red flag. What I'm trying to say is any single one of these, because I have a story where it worked out great and I had concerns, but again, the risk to reward ratio was worth it, in my opinion. But one of those things individually may not necessarily mean you're going to get screwed. But when you have like two or three of them together, probably at the very least do some more investigating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we both kind of. It sounds like you got a better one than me though, because mine just sucks.
It's not bad. Like I said, dude, Mario 3 works on it beautifully.
Oh, that's awesome.
Regular Mario works amazing. Let me see. Super Mario World on Super Nintendo is amazing. Link to the Past is great.
Nice,
Final Fantasy 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like there's a ton of
nice.
games on it that are actually good. So like I got it for 35 bucks.
Oh, you dick.
But I was told, and I even checked and I did research, and apparently it wasn't enough research that you could customize it and add or take away games. Yeah,
I
can't.
will I will say for the one that I got, it does have a micro SD port in it. Yeah, that's a port because you can. I don't know if you can see it. You can add more games to it via micro SD.
There actually is there should be an SD card in there. You take
Oh,
that
you know
out.
what? You're
That's
right.
your hard drive.
You're right. There is.
That's the essential hard drive on that thing.
Well, apparently you can't take it out, but yeah, yeah, I see it in there.
You can. You have
Yeah,
to
I
just
know.
have
I know.
something to
Yeah. Well, don't buy this. This
yeah.
sucks. I did it, so you don't have to. I'll tell you another one, and this one I had a really strong hunch, and I will first clarify. So again, don't come yell at me in the comments because I know these places actually exist. I've been there. I've seen them. There are places where you can go and buy returned merchandise pallets from Amazon and places like that. The key is you have to go to where the pallets actually are. Don't go to a website and again, oh, this was on Facebook too. Just use Facebook with caution. So anyway, what I did was the website claimed that you could buy a pallet for the low price of, was it 29 or no, I was thinking it was $49, 49.99. And I'm like, there's no way. But if it is, that's amazing. And actually, I think I still have it.
Oh,
Oh no, I don't.
I just thought of two other examples, so but keep going.
I don't still have it, but basically I was expecting a pallet, so I had it shipped to my job, and a package comes, and it's
Was
a
that a
ch-
re
it's a
so
Chinese eye massager that doesn't even work.
you paid $50 for a Chinese eye
I did,
massager?
but I didn't. That's not what I thought I was getting. I thought I was getting a pallet full of shit. Then I figured, to be fair, when you buy these pallets, they're as is and they're not
Yeah,
inspected, so you can count on half of it being
trash.
worthless or trash. Yeah, but and I knew a guy who had a whole business on that, and he got the thing. The trick is you have to buy enough of them to make it worth your while, because sometimes get you might have one or two items on that pallet that make it worthwhile, and they're usually a couple $100, but you know,
Sometimes, dude, you get iPhones on that shit,
yeah,
like
that's
all
that's what I'm
kinds of,
saying. He got
but it's
one.
luck of the draw.
Oh, I shit you not, dude. I saw and I physically saw this happen. He got one where it was a box full of iPhones. They weren't brand spanking new, but they were like one generation removed. So he made a killing on that because I think he paid like $500 for the whole pallet in that particular case. And especially the electronics ones. Those are
We
those
we
are
got
big.
we've got our own Jamie.
Do we?
So
I can't read it.
she's it, yeah, my camera's not focusing. She's sitting there sending me Groupons to 70% off retro game systems.
Look that shit up, Jamie. Oh, what's your
Um
other one uh where you got screwed?
okay. I was just I was just talking shit earlier saying I have never been screwed online because it's true. It's not true. But anyway, do you remember that thing that I put oh dude, I put like I hate to say it. I hate to say how much I put into this. It might make you cringe a little bit, but I put $1,000 into a crypto and it was supposed to be like 66,000%. Remember that?
I don't remember which one
60
specifically, but yeah, I do
it was
remember.
staking crypto and it was like
Ah,
66,000%. And as soon as well, I don't think it was actually the crypto website, but as soon as I did that, like it started going down. I think they took everybody for their money and kept it. I still got back I think like 600 out of it. So
mm-hmm.
I did lose 400, but
Yeah.
you know, that was in the time when I was making a lot of money
Oh,
on crypto.
crypto. There was another one where I took a risk. This was an investigative risk. I think I told you about it because you were even saying you're like, dude, I don't think it's true, and I'm like, yeah, I know it's probably not, but if it is true, if it's not true, I'm out $20, and if it is true, it could be big.
That's
Um,
the other example I was going to throw out there was
yeah,
that you did that.
I did that having a pretty good feeling that I was gonna lose $20. So long story short, the
You
site
even
doesn't.
said that.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like it's the potential reward is worth investigating, and that's the thing. Unfortunately, when you're investing, sometimes you're gonna lose money, even if everything's completely legit.
Mhm.
But so there was this cloud mining website, and for those of you who don't know, which you're the crypto guy, can you explain cloud mining because you're gonna explain it way better than me?
Well, let's start off. It's bullshit.
It
But
is, yeah.
so essentially it's like you are paying for someone to have a bit, well, not a Bitmain, but a Bitcoin miner or whatever miner that you want, literally in their possession while they mine on it, and you pay them and then you get the rewards. And it's like, how does that make sense?
Well, so the way I understand it
They're
is you're
basically getting their
basically
energy paid for. They are
yeah,
getting their energy paid for from stupid people.
you are paying them
I didn't realize
to
that until like for after you did that
I
and I researched it.
the thing is I understand it in theory, but it goes back to if you have the money to have a mining operation, then why would you sell stake in it? Like,
Well, that's the thing. Like, while you're mining it, you're only creating so much, and you
mhm,
have to have that so much to take care of the electricity
right.
and everything else. So, like, if you're selling off like portions of it, like it just it doesn't make any sense with the volatility.
It's a great way to take people's money though, because you're not guaranteed rewards. And so here's the thing about crypto in general. If you are not sure of what you're doing, don't do it. Just don't. Because I didn't lose. In fact, I think when it comes to crypto, I pretty much broke even. Um, but I certainly didn't make a lot of money. If anything, I broke even. If I did lose, I lost a smidge. But the cloud mining thing, so basically what I did, and I got to give them credit. It was a great scam. I mean, it was like Vegas level scam. It was great. So what they did was you would get onto this site, their cloud mining site, and
So toast.
Sup Toast is and you would create a username and they would let you start cloud mining for free. And then you'd watch this balance get up, and it wasn't making a ton of money, but it was making some money. And then they'd start, saying like, "Hey, but if you invest money, your returns will, get." And they were good, man,
Yeah.
because they weren't promising like 10x or anything. The returns seemed reasonable for the investment. So that's when I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure this is bullshit, but I'm gonna throw in 20 bucks and try it. And sure enough, my balance got higher. But then when you put in a withdrawal request, suddenly everything goes silent and then the site stops working and then you contact their customer service and nobody gets back to you and then you geolocate their who is ID and it's someplace in the UK that's a fucking apartment and it starts to become clearer. And it was funny because I started investigating them not so much to try to get my money back because I figured I was fucked. Kind of just wanted to know. And yeah, it was this whole scam that got taken down. But the thing is, I think they popped back up somewhere in the Czech Republic under another name. Like, it's brilliant. It really is. They're horrible people, but it's smart.
You're just like, I hate you, but that's you're making money.
Oh, there's so many times where I say things like, look, these people are despicable, but if they're up to a certain level of like doing a good job in terms of like their fraud, sometimes they deserve to win because it's a good operation. I can't hate it for. I mean, I fell for it. They make you fall in love with the dream, right? It's the same thing Vegas does, but it's legal in Vegas. Like
They're fuck boys.
they may. Well, okay, so I do want to
Oh,
talk about
sorry.
that.
I didn't mean to say that. Our sponsors.
There, we're good.
Are we okay? We need to. Speaking of scams, I was a victim of a really crazy employment scam. It was wild. I'm still in court for it.
Oh, dude,
What?
do tell. But while he does that, I'm going to talk about
Crazy
another.
employment scam had to be a call center. Toast was on there talking to people like, yeah, this is Toast. What are you wearing?
I got butter. No, he was on there. It's like, how would you like to make $1 billion? All you have to do is work for this company that doesn't exist. You fill out like
It's
18.
Habibu.
Habibu. Um, so you remember our foray into Hustlers University, right?
That was a scam. Not
Okay.
really. No, not really.
It
If
is. It is, but it's a
dude,
scam in the
you
sense.
learned a lot from it from the
Okay, but
little
here
time you were in it.
I was gonna. It's
Sex
ironic.
calls with an Indian accent. Oh yeah, touch me there.
Oh,
That
what are you wearing?
yeah, I was gonna say I turned that into a Amish or
Oh
I don't know.
yeah, what are you wearing? Um, okay, so here's the thing about Hustlers University, which is now known as the Real World, which is this is funny because I still get emails from those guys saying like, "Come join the real
Oh,
world and make money
you're
on
messing
TikTok."
up.
Yeah,
TikTok.
TikTok. Here's the okay, so it is a scam in the sense that they use really aggressive marketing. Notice I don't say illegal, at least not in the United States. They use very aggressive, which these are common, right? These are the things where it's like, sale one day only, yet they run this sale 60 times a fucking year. or
It's only
like
$49 a year. There's only so
yeah,
many spots. They're filling up fast for
the
three
so many
years
spots.
straight.
And then my favorite one was, and this is actually really funny. I appreciated this because I thought as I'm leaving, I'm like, this is actually kind of entertaining and funny. Because when you quit the weird, like when you cancel your membership,
Dude, they talk
you,
shit to you
you
so hard in
but
emails.
you have to go like six. You have to go through like six videos of them just shaming you into staying, and it's kind of funny. Like if you have really low self esteem, you will stay in there forever. Because
They're
literally
like,
one of them
oh, you're canceling your payment?
is a fine. Enjoy being a brokey. Enjoy being a brokey
Oh,
for the rest of your life.
Toast said basically there's a guy in Vancouver who hired me to do advertising sales for basically an ad retargeting product where an ad follows users around on other sites they visit. His scam is that he hires.
So that's actually a legitimate business, but
Oh,
it might.
dude. No, he
Oh, does he
basically got
hire?
Toast to do it for free and didn't pay him.
Ugh.
I'm assuming,
Well,
correct me if I'm wrong.
see that's fraud. Yeah, so that's employment fraud.
Well, that's why he said he's still in court for it.
Oh yeah,
Are
I bet
you
he
in
is.
trouble or do you mean you're in court like suing the guy?
I assume he's probably part of a class action or the Canadian. I don't know if Canadians have class action. I don't know how their civil
Lawsuits,
courts
yeah.
work, but I imagine it would be the equivalent. But here's the thing about the real world. So I simultaneously condemn and defend this platform. Oh, he's got it. Oh no, Haley.
All right, we'll go to those comments. Finish your point.
Okay, yeah, we'll go back to the comments in a second. So it's a scam in the sense that they're really overselling you. Like they're promising you that you're going to get rich, but the fact of the matter is, there are things you can learn in there where if you have nothing else going for you and you have all the time in the world and you're reasonably intelligent, yeah, you'll probably make some money. If you already have a job, you're not going to have enough time to devote to that to make any significant amount of money. However, a lot of the content creation that we use in the podcast network that helped grow this channel, I learned in Hustlers University.
Yeah.
So I consider it money well spent, honestly, because I learned a ton in there about content creation. And I was already a video editor, but they really, really, they did kind of crack the code on that. And I learned a lot about affiliate marketing, even though I didn't make any money off of it. I learned a lot about it.
No,
So
didn't make any money then.
yeah. But I mean, the skills translate because I mean, like now we have legit affiliate sponsors. Like we have them. They're and they're our friends. All
All
right,
right.
comments.
Now, part of part of World Broadcasts, Haley, I know who she is, but
Yeah,
maybe our other
the
viewers don't.
part of our party
I
group, by the
fell
way.
for a scam where someone gave me a faulty e-check for $1,600 for them to make art out of one of my Instagram photos. I don't know, and they asked for it back. They 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 gave you an e-check and then asked for it back.
Well,
Employee,
I don't know that
I
that's
yeah,
really a
I
scam.
knew it. I knew it. He sued the guy. How does an e-check work?
Oh,
I had to get the police involved and everything, and they threatened my life and my family's life to 7. Dang. Yeah, basically, when it sounds too good to be true, it is. Like, it always
it
is.
is. The one exception is the RTA Media Podcast Pantheon, where we help you create a podcast and ask for no money. That's actually
Literally,
true.
just like mutual advertising. Like, and honestly, that's the
And
best way to,
we're very, very transparent and clear about it. But
yeah,
thanks
that's
for the
it.
love. So yeah, Toast is oh, you organize. So you're a Toast. You're a damn labor organizer, you communist fuck. I just yes, you should absolutely sue that motherfucker. Unfortunately, you'll probably never get paid. That's the that's the shit part that people never talk about when you sue somebody. Is the fact
He
that
said, "Oh my God,
is the fact that they have to have money to pay you, even if you get a judgment. Like if they don't have
I am
shit,
not a communist. I'm not a communist.
I'm
I'm
not a
not a monster.
communist.
I'm not a communist."
Hey, capitalism.
Cover Henry Winkler and bees.
I'm sorry. Oh gosh. So yeah,
I deserve this.
and see, here's the thing. Like, I still every now and again watch Take Confidential on Rumble, and I'm
Hmm.
still entertained. So
Well,
here's
see,
the
here's the
thing. Two
thing.
business partners. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you're good. He had two business partners who are the ones getting nailed for this now. Oh, that sucks. So basically, he got
Well,
away scot-free, and they're the ones having to pay.
well.
That sucks. The court has about $23,000 being held in escrow while the case plays out.
Hey,
How many employees were there that are on this lawsuit? If you can divulge. Hey, okay, 8,500.
nice.
Nice, dude.
Then you can
That's
start
about
your
a full
podcast.
that's about a full cart of groceries in Canada, isn't it?
Off a cart.
It's expensive here too. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Oh, Toast, I regret to inform you, my friend. The
Sure you
Breakfast
do.
Club name is taken.
Breakfast at
Charlemagne,
Tiffany's.
Charlemagne the Gods podcast. I learned this lately.
Charlemagne. He's such a cuck.
A little bit.
Sometimes he says smart things, and I'm just like, man, like, is it?
Yeah, so I'm sorry, you're not going to win that one. We'll rebrand you. You can call it the Milk Toast Club. Anyway, um, no, he's not made of bread like you. I mean, he's got bread. He's got a lot of bread.
He's not made of breakfast like me.
Oh, I thought you said bread. He's not made of breakfast. I don't understand
Breakfast.
why. I'll be honest. I don't understand why his podcast is called The Breakfast Club because it really doesn't make any sense. But hey, anyway. But now, on a positive note, I want to share. Oh, Jesus, that's great, man. Balanced breakfast.
There you go.
There you go. Done. We'll tweak
A
the logo.
balanced. You could just be like a balanced breakfast,
Yeah,
a balanced breakfast podcast, or I don't know,
the Balanced Breakfast podcast. Yeah. Anyway,
balanced breakfast BB.
there you go. So I want to share with you viewers a time your eggs swing far right.
Johnson was swinging this way and then back.
So I do want to share with our
These
viewers a
headphones are
time.
noise canceling. I can't hear you. What? I don't know.
What do you not know?
What you and your you lady are doing for Valentine's weekend?
We don't know yet. We have not made
Well,
plans.
don't make any plans that Friday night. Let's get together and do something.
Let's do it. I'll have to check and make sure that she can. But yeah,
Don't cry.
don't cry.
I'm crying right now. He's probably laughing his ass off.
I'm sure he is. Toast is a great friend and fan. We love Toast. I love Toast with or without butter. Fuck it. I can't eat unbuttered toast. That's not a thing I can do.
No, dude. And you coming to Indianapolis this summer? Oh, going to. I don't know, dude. Trump's gonna close down the border. Let's get.
So but anyway. All right. I'm gonna share with you guys a positive story.
Yeah, toast.
Yeah. Yeah, Toast. Share with you guys a positive story about shopping online where it turns out my guess was right.
You will be an American. Now, what were you right about?
So, okay. I saw another Facebook ad. So this requires a little bit of backstory, but it'll make sense. So, believe it or not, you know this about me, but most people don't. It's a surprise when people find out. I'm actually a big jewelry geek. Like, I love jewelry, but I don't wear any. I
Oh, I
don't
thought
wear
you were gonna
any.
tell me you're trans.
No, no. I don't wear any jewelry though. I don't like men's jewelry. I'm not into it, but I love jewelry. I geek out on stones and learning about them in different settings and all that shit. Like it's borderline homosexual, but it's not quite over the line. But I geek out on it, and
These are those quiet thoughts you keep to yourself.
no, I'm not very quiet about them. However, So I'm a really big fan of a stone called alexandrite. For those of you who don't know, alexandrite is called emerald by day, ruby by night because the stone actually changes colors. The chemical composition of the stone causes it to be either green in certain kinds of light or red in other kinds of, my hair is suspiciously.
He does have a pretty hard part, doesn't he?
So I actually have my barber cut that in.
See, I
Yes,
need
and
to get a
I know.
barber, dude.
Yes, and I know that I have a lesbian haircut. I'm aware of it, but I like it. It frames my face well. Look at this thing. Look at it. Seriously. I get it. I know what I'm about. Anyway, so I'm a big nerd for this stone, and it's actually a very rare stone. It's significantly rarer than diamonds because I'm trying to remember the basically how much alexandrite is mined in a typical year. It can fill about a wine glass, and actually, I think now it's down to a half. It's a very rare stone. So I see it out on Facebook for.
He's
I'm
all
going to read
about
that.
equality.
I'm going to read that comment here in a second. Pay no attention to this price. I will explain why. So I see an ad for this ring or one similar to it. This isn't the exact ring that I got, but very similar to this. And I see this and I see the price and I think to myself, there's no fucking way. Now, I will tell you, it is a lab grown Alexandrite. You can tell, but it's real. It's just lab grown. And I'm a big proponent of lab grown diamonds for a lot of reasons. But
Yeah,
anyway,
because it's not blood diamonds.
well, but even then, so I'll get into why diamonds are a bit of a scam. Technically, all jewelry is a bit of a scam, depending on where you buy it from. But I saw an ad for this website, and my warnings are going off hardcore. But it's a real pretty ring, like especially if you like alexandrite, and that is I think that's a little over half a carat. It might be right at half a
Agreed.
carat.
Agreed, Toast. Diamonds are a scam.
Oh yeah, for sure. But my point being, so I go onto this website, and the thing is, I have a woman that I love in my life that I love very dearly, and we are actually engaged now. And I proposed to her with, again, not that exact ring, but a ring that I bought from Molly Jewelry. Now, here's the thing: I'm going to share my experience, but before I do that, I'm just going to give you guys an idea because they got a lot of really cool stuff, and they got something for everybody.
I went to Jared. No,
Don't buy from Jared. Oh my God, no.
unless you're gonna pay a lot of money. It was nice though.
Well, okay, so here's the other thing about jewelry is you will get what you pay for, but you can get good deals, right? Like for example, I don't even buy jewelry in the United States anymore, except from our friends at Molly, which I found. Because honestly, go to the Caribbean, you'll get way better deals. You'll get way better pricing. But you can see, and then our listeners, if you use our special code, which is in the description, you get 10% off all your jewelry purchases. Now, here's the thing: you can absolutely, yes, Hakeem, Jared is the subway guy. Different Jared. You should not patronize either for very different reasons. But I'm not hating on Subway. They kicked his ass to the curb. They found out about him. Anyway, um, Molly Jewelry does offer a lot of very economic options. They will tell you, however, for example, like most of their pricing starts at gold plated silver. Do not buy that. Buy solid gold. It's still really good pricing. They do offer platinum and some options. So if you really feel like splurging, you can go with platinum. And then most of their like diamond S stones start out at moissanite. There's nothing wrong with moissanite. Moissanite is a very good alternative to diamonds, but they are different. You can't upgrade to lab grown diamonds in most cases. Depends on the jewelry piece. Anyway, segue. So, but use our promo code and you save 10% off your jewelry purchase. However, I would recommend to splurge on the solid gold bands and upgrade to lab grown diamonds. But moissanite is fine. That's a me thing. I don't really like it, but that's just me. Now, here's the story though. So, I'm hedging on this for a few weeks because I want to buy an engagement ring and I was leaning towards diamond, but I like to be weird and unique. So I thought, you know what? It's a really beautiful it's a really beautiful ring. I like it. I think she'll love it. I want to be different. And it's actually less expensive because it's a lab grown Alexandrite. Hey, here's a fun story for you. When I was on my cruise in the Caribbean, I think it was, yeah, it was on St. Martin. We went to a jewelry store down there because we heard rumors that they had a 3 carat Alexandrite ring there and we just wanted to see it. Guess how much that ring costs? Just ballpark it. A 3 carat Alexandrite ring on a solid gold band with some diamond accents.
$150. I'm just
Way
kidding.
more,
1100.
way more zeros. Way more zeros.
Oh. Oh, because it was an actual Alexandrite.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's natural Alexandrite.
like 17K.
$159,000. That's how rare. And actually, believe it or not, that was a damn good price. There was another
But
place.
they
There
have
was another
lasers
place.
protecting it.
Oh, it was in a vault for sure. Like the security guy came out with the guy who showed it to us. It's like I'm telling you.
Jeez.
There was another store that had a 2.6 carat that they were trying to sell for 250, and I looked at her and I said, "There's a place down the street that's selling a 3 for 159." Like, no, not that I could have afforded it anyway. However, back to the story. Segue. So I ordered the ring, and I'm already paranoid because, like a good online consumer, I did some research. 96, 97% of the reviews were great, and all the good reviews that I read, or I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. All the reviews that I saw that had photos were like 5-star reviews of people showing it. Like there was somebody that got a ring very similar to mine, and they have pictures, and they're like, "We loved it. She loved it. It's great. It was 3 years ago. It's still everything's good." They do have a warranty, by the way. All the details are on their website and a care guide. For the love of God, people, follow the care guide for your jewelry. Don't get mad at the people when you fuck around and do the wrong things. Okay, it leads to bad reviews that reflect poorly on the business. It's a fucking piece of jewelry. Take care of it. But there were a handful of reviews that gave me pause. And of course, this was after I ordered the damn ring. One of which was saying how they hadn't even had the ring a week and the gold was flaking off. And I was like, the fuck? Turns out, and they tell you this in their care guide, if you buy one of their gold plated pieces of jewelry, they recommend you not wear it to work and you have to be very careful with it because gold plating is very, very thin. So if you buy gold plated, not saying don't do it, it might be within your budget and it looks fine if you take care of it. Don't wear it to work, especially if you're around chemicals or washing dishes or anything like that. Just don't do it.
Could potentially flake.
It will, dude. Like it's a matter of time. And if it flakes, it may discolor some people because, as you know, silver can discolor. It discolors on most people's skin. Um, Silver will. It just it tarnishes. It just it's the nature of the metal. Anyway, that being said, I get the ring, love the ring, and I immediately reach out to them because I'm like, this is great. The whole experience was great, minus my minute of paranoia. But they have so many great reviews that was quickly laid to rest. They actually delivered early. They say on their site most of them require 21 days for. They do custom ones, which that depends on what you want. But they told me my ring was going to take 21 days, which is reasonable because they're going to make it right. And I actually got it early. I got it about I think about 6 or 7 days early. And I mean, I was just blown away. It's a beautiful. There's videos and photos to come. I couldn't show it off that much because she didn't know I was going to give it to her yet, so I had to be careful. But now she's got it, so now we're good. So I reached out to them and I said, "Hey, I just want to say how great you guys were. You were responsive to my questions, and I basically talked to them about uh, being a sponsor." And at first they were like, we're not saying no, but we don't really understand how podcasting would work with our marketing strategy. And I said, aha, I will tell you. And I told them my whole story. And I said, what a podcast can give you is someone who has actually bought from you that has an audience and will get on their camera and tell people, I bought from them. They're great. It gives you instant credibility, and you guys deserve it because your product is top notch. Your prices are fantastic, and you deserve to get the word out there. And then when they gave me the promo code that gives you guys 10% off, that told me everything I needed to know about this company. So they're awesome. Highly recommend them. All I'm saying is splurge on some of the upgrades because they're worth it. Particularly if you're only going to spend extra money on one thing, like I said, get the solid gold band. That way you just don't have to worry about it. You're good to go. They have a great warranty, great customer service. But like I said, they're email only. Now, after having interacted with them, I understand why they're email only. They're a very small operation, which is how they're able to get such great pricing. But if you've ever been in business, you know phone calls take up so much of your time. So I get it. That's what I mean when I say certain things are not a red flag. I mean, they might be a red flag, but it doesn't mean the company's bad. You have to take stock of all the information. But like I said, our friends at Molly Jewelry hook you up. Valentine's Day is coming up. It's a great place to get a Valentine's Day gift because not all of it's engagement rings. They have earrings, pendants, other jewelry, just I love you rings. They do have wedding bands, all the luck. So, like I said, they're great. And that's an example of kind of taking the risk online. But the other thing, too, is they are based in the United States, which really helped, you know, assuage my fear a bit. Because if they'd been overseas, I probably wouldn't have. Although, fun fact, I have a source to buy loose gemstones that is overseas. Ah, fuck it, I'll show you. I'm not going to tell you who they are because they're my connection, God damn it. And we haven't worked out a sponsorship deal with them yet, but I'll show you. Because I originally wanted to make my own ring, but I got a 1.8 carat lab grown Alexandrite. That's the other thing. When you're buying jewelry, um, some of these you can tell if they're lab grown. Like, if you know, you know. Neither company like hid the fact that it's lab grown. So anyway, it's really hard to see, but it's a 1.8 carat Alexandrite loose stone. Bro, I got this for so cheap. I called them. I found their site by accident. I called them and I said, "This is a scam, right? Like this is a scam. Like there's no way." And the guy on the phone told me, and he did have an accent, but that doesn't immediately disqualify someone. But the guy on the phone told me exactly what their operation is. They own their own gem cutting site in Thailand. And he said that's how we're able to do it so cheap, and compared to the US market, like he was straight up. And I said, okay, so I'm going to buy this. And if this is a scam, I'm fucking coming after you guys. And he said, yeah, it's okay. He said, yeah, we have a 30-day money back guarantee. And I'm like, from the day that I receive it? He said, yes, from the day that you receive it, because we track all of our shipments. And it turns out they have an office in New York. I didn't know that at the time, but they cut all the gems in Thailand, but they ship a lot of them over to the States, which is how I got it so fast. Because I got it in like 4 days. I was blown away. You don't get to know that one. But Molly Jewelry is great because you get the complete thing. Done with the jewelry rant. That was just another. That was an example of a positive interaction with an online retailer.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say we've all
She
had the
loved it. She loved it.
shitty
By the
ones.
way, she cried.
Nice.
To be fair, it probably wasn't just the ring, but she looks at it a lot, and I recommend Alexandrite if you really want to be unique. That's all I'm saying because it's a gemstone that a lot of Americans still don't know about. It's just not sold here. It's everywhere in the Caribbean, but here it's just not.
Now that you've mentioned it, I remember here at first I was like, excuse me, I've never heard of that. I was like, Alexandrite. I was like, that sounds like made up. And then I was like, no, I feel like I've heard about it on like a TV show or something. Like
Maybe, but fun fact, they call it
I can't remember.
Alexandrite because it named it after Tsar Alexander because at the time the Russian flag was green and red. And I think it was first discovered in Russia or close to Russia.
Jared is the reason you stopped eating the Subway.
Oh, now to be fair,
I stopped eating Subway because they got rid of the sweet onion sauce. They have that nasty teriyaki sweet onion sauce. Nasty.
eh, you win some,
You
you
don't
lose
like
some.
sauce.
I mean, teriyaki sauce, yeah.
Well, the teriyaki sauce, like, I don't know why they didn't think that their people could put teriyaki sauce on the chicken and then the sweet onion sauce, but like, I literally got sweet onion sauce on every other sandwich but the chicken teriyaki. I mean, if I did get the chicken teriyaki, I did get that, but it's just not the same. It's gelatinous. It's disgusting. It's viscous. I don't like it.
Blech.
Viscous.
It's viscous.
I feel, yeah, I don't know about eating Subway. Don't know how it is there. I've never been inside a Subway that had more than one customer inside besides myself. Dude, the Subways here are always
They're
busy.
packed. Yeah, they're always packed.
People like literally will try to talk health and then go and eat a whole loaf of bread.
Right.
Health.
Well, never mind the fact Jared did lose all that weight, but he lost that weight from walking to fucking Subway and then
Yeah,
walking back. It's like I mean you can eat healthy at Subway. It depends on what you get.
the cookies are good. I actually worked at Subway when I was like 19, and dude, I would eat their cookies. They kept them frozen. They were just little ball doughs, and I'd like go in there and eat bacon in the walk-in and cookie dough balls.
Agreed. Excellent cookies.
They are
Oh
very
god.
good cookies.
But yeah, I will say it is really good experience when you buy a product online and it exceeds your expectations.
It depends on what sandwich you get. Toast.
Yeah.
He says anyone who doesn't toast their sandwich is a monster.
See, I'm a monster because I hate hard bread.
It
I don't
depend. Oh, dude, no, it doesn't make it hard, but like,
it
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 just gives it that crunch that you
no.
need.
I don't want crunchy bread, dude. I want soft,
Well,
nice and
what's your go-to sandwich at Subway if you
it
get one?
it it depends. I actually really like you can't get it everywhere.
He said, Jake. I
Dude,
agree.
I'm sorry. I don't like fucking hard bread. If I can kill someone with a loaf of bread, I don't want to eat it.
He doesn't want 12 inches of hard bread.
Exactly. I want 12 inches of soft bread.
So what's the sandwich?
Just their buffalo chicken,
Okay, that's fair.
solid.
With you don't do you're not a ranch guy, so you just buffalo chicken.
Well, buffalo
And then
chicken and then like the toppings and whatnot.
he'd hate to bunk with me. So he likes sweet chicken teriyaki,
Sweet chicken
sweet teriyaki
teriyaki is
chicken.
good. It enchants the bread. No, it doesn't. If
Yes, it does. It seriously
no, it
does. Like
doesn't,
the
dude. It
Italian
takes it.
Italian herbs and cheese, and you get it toasted, man. Oh, get out of here.
Oh God, no, no. And
So
I
good.
understand I'm weird. I get it.
The meatball is pretty good. Like the meatball is pretty good, but everybody always like tries to add stuff, and I'm just like, no, dude, just meatballs and Parmesan. Like
In
literally, maybe banana peppers.
Yeah. In a pinch, I used to get a Philly cheese from them, but if I want a Philly cheesesteak, there's four other places I can go to get a better Philly cheesesteak. But
I don't go anywhere to get a Philly steak. I make them at home, man, because
I
like
mean, yeah, they're
everyone
so
everyone
easy,
always
right?
lets me down.
Shut juice.
Chanted bread.
Tell you, don't sleep on Hakeem. Hakeem's a clever bastard. He's witty.
Enchanted bread.
In the middle of a pro wrestling podcast, he goes off on this tangent about how much he hates Costco, and I laugh my ass off. It was fucking great.
I heard
Um,
Costco's getting rid of the $1.50 uh uh hot dog and drink. I heard it's going up or something.
oh, I'm
Or was
sure it
it
is.
Sam's Club or something? I don't eat the shit. Sam's Club I do. Their hot dogs are good. I've never had Costco's.
I don't know.
He said Toast said he went to the Costco for the first time ever just recently. I've
Oh,
never been in
really?
one.
I've been in one. I don't get if you're buying for a
It was
family. So okay, there's a scam. If you live by yourself, don't buy a Costco membership. It is not worth it. If you have a family of eight, absolutely. It's
not
just
really though, dude. Like like even though it seems like cheaper,
it
like
depends. It depends on what you're buying.
I don't know, dude. Like I found that like if you really want a good deal, you have to go to several different stores.
That's
Like
true.
you
Yeah.
Like you, some things gonna be more expensive over here and vice versa, whatnot. It's so dumb. I'm just like, can we all just have the same prices and then like I don't know, like I like their
Well,
layout better.
well, comrade, in some economic systems, everyone has same price. But
What was that stuff in that pill, man? That was good stuff.
I don't know, man. What was in that peel?
No, Limitless. You remember that movie? When he gives
Oh no,
that dude takes that he you never seen Limitless?
no. I know of it, but I haven't seen it.
Dude.
I know about the
Okay,
Limitless film.
I'm not gonna get started on in Soviet Russia, TV watches you.
Oh gosh. So
I miss those jokes.
but yeah. So
In
basically,
Soviet Russia, toilet flushes you. The brain pills, yeah, they were amazing. NZT,
this
I
is
wish they
the
were
Russian
real.
space station.
I almost got ran over by an 80-year-old trying to cut the line.
Where are you seeing this? It's not coming up on my end. It's
You're not
weird.
on live chat.
Yes, I
Change
am.
your oh.
Oh, it's on top. Never mind. All messages. There we go.
Not live chat. There you go.
Ah, I changed that. It changed back. Fucking YouTube's a scam.
Trying to cut the line. Hey, seriously, no shit. How to not get screwed online, expecting to get monetized so fast.
Oh, believe you me.
We've been fighting for so long, like, and
5 years.
it just the watch time is just it's never where they need it to be because, like, I swear, as soon as we get to a good spot, they like cut off a
I
thousand
do.
watch hours.
That's the
It's
thing.
ridiculous.
I do think they throttle us sometimes.
Oh yeah, like that we'll have something that will like blow up and it is like blowing up and it's getting tons of engagement and then all of a sudden it just dies. It's not, I'm like they say it's they're pushing the algorithm, but I'm like, then why are we getting engagement and you're not still pushing it?
Why YouTube? Why?
Just like the South Park Country Kitchen episode where all the old people are driving. I can't remember that one, but
Oh man, that's a
country
good one.
dude, I need to go back through and watch like all of South Park. Like I really want to revisit the superhero arcs. That stuff is
I
so
just
funny.
finished rewatching that. Dude, so
Oh,
good.
dude, Kenny, honestly, Kenny and that one weird kid were the only ones that had powers.
Mint Berry Crunch.
Dude,
That was so funny, dude. That's great shit.
and that blew my
Awesome.
mind. Well, it didn't blow my mind, but like when Kenny died, and her mom's just like, "How many babies is?" Or no, the dad asked, "How many babies is this now?"
Oh, it's happening again.
She every time he dies, she literally has a new baby.
Right.
Mint berry crunch.
So while we're talking about being scammed online, though, anymore though, like the major sites, like it's almost impossible to get screwed on Amazon now unless you're an idiot. Like if you just blatantly buy the wrong thing, and even then, I will say this much: I've interacted with Amazon's customer service by phone a few times, and they're awesome. I literally one time, and I was super mad about it because I had just moved, and stupid me, I didn't change the shipping address. Like I still had my old address on there, and I called them and I just said, my package got delivered to my old house. Like, is there? I was actually inquiring as if it could go get picked up again, and they just said, oh, where did you want it shipped to? And I told them the new address, and they said, we'll resend out the item. And I went, wait a minute, you're just gonna send me another item because I fucked up? Well, that's awesome. They're very good.
S Someone stole a package off our porch and literally I don't know when they stole it, but they stole a package off the porch. It was the person who delivered it, by the way. Like they took the picture and everything, and then they took the package off the porch.
Dick.
But then we got a replacement. And the funny thing is, the people returned the package opened on the porch. And I was
Dumbasses.
like, you would return that? So I think somebody else, like either someone was trying to steal it or a neighbor thought it was theirs. And I was like, why would you think it's yours? Did you even look at the
Right.
fucking label?
No, people do
Anyway,
that. People do that a lot. But and then eBay's got I forget exactly what they call it, but eBay's got the whole like.
fuck eBay.
Well,
Seriously, fuck
I
eBay.
know you got an issue with them. I'm talking
I
about
almost had
buying
ten
from.
thousand dollars on the line with them.
Yeah, I'm talking about just purchasing because they have eBay buyer protection, which is actually it sucks for people selling stuff. I get it, but for the consumer, it's actually really good because it holds the money for you. So if you're selling something, you don't get your money until they like hold it in escrow for you, which I get it kind of
Now, see
sucks,
that's fine. That what you're saying is fine.
but it can
But
be
what
abused.
they did to me was not that, and
Uh,
it had nothing to do with the person receiving it. Like literally, they were on the end, just like they were like, "What's going on?" And I was like, I don't know." I was like, "I'm not shipping this out till they clear my account." I was like, they say I'm fraudulent or something like this." I was like, "I literally sold one thing, and then like literally one thing my entire career on eBay. I sold one thing, and then I went to sell the second one." And then they tried to say that just because they were large amounts that it was
I
like
was gonna say,
sus or
yeah,
something like that. Now I'm just like, listen, I get it, but I was like, you've talked to me 30 times. I've given you everything you need. Why am I still like, and my account's like banned from selling because I made money. And it's like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
and even though the person got the goods,
Yeah. And literally eBay, I guarantee you they had their money out of that money that was, purchased. Like I bet
oh
they had
yeah,
their money immediately. And then I'm just sitting there waiting for mine, just like, oh, I guess this is okay.
yeah. Long story short, though, look at online reviews. But I will say this, as somebody who owns a business and has been in or around Google reviews for a long time, if a place has nothing but 5-star reviews, I'm not saying they're lying. It's pretty likely. There are
They're
services,
they're bought.
yeah, because
Don't
for
buy
a bit,
views, don't buy likes.
no,
That's lame.
no, that's lame as fuck. It's a point of personal pride, and there have been
Because
conversations with. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because literally like when somebody sees that, like let's say you have like 75 or 100,000 subscribers and you're not getting, like we get more watch time,
Yeah,
it's
and you're
like
not getting commensurate views. Like it doesn't make sense. Oh, here's the other thing. Speaking of scamming people, which is actually kind of an early preview. Um, don't use AI to make a podcast and then try to sell it as though you didn't use AI to make a podcast. It's obvious and it's lame, and you will not be able to replicate it long term. Here's the thing. We're going to be unveiling a new podcast in air quotes in March using AI. The difference is we're upfront about it and I actually turned it into a joke. But it will be marked as AI generated. The whole joke is that it's two AI robots talking about our shit. Like that's the joke, right? I have zero issue with people using AI as long as they're upfront about it to create content. And that's why they have things like mark this as AI generated because actually you'll enjoy this. The debut episode, they're doing an annotation, like they're discussing our deep dive on Titanic. It actually makes us sound really fucking smart.
that's the thing, Toast. We don't know he's not AI.
What is AI? That's not AI. That's just a malfunctioning robot. I don't know. But what was I saying?
Alcohol induced.
Yeah, Eric's real. This
My
shit right
hair
here,
isn't
too
combed.
perfect. This is too perfect.
I don't, dude, I haven't combed my hair since like 1993.
Shit, wait, it is. Speaking of hair, this is funny. Do you remember my hair, my long ass skater hair that everybody was jealous of, and I was just too lazy to cut it back in like 2007?
Mm-mm. We
Okay.
weren't we weren't
It was the same in high school though. I hadn't changed. I just let it.
yeah.
Yeah. If you want to see that, you want to go back in time on down the middle, I'm re-uploading our old episodes of the internet show I did back in 2007, Weekly Wrestling Wrap Up, and Jesus, my hair is long. Like it's fucking bad. But the thing
That
is,
was the thing,
I
man.
used to get
That was the thing
compliments
then.
all the time. Like people thought I did it intentionally, and I was just lazy. That's all it was. I was just too lazy. I couldn't be bothered to go get my hair cut, and I find that hilarious.
I got a big ass wrinkle forehead, so that's why I've always had long hair. I'm insecure.
Oh, what's your opinion of Timu?
I've never used it,
Me neither.
but uh,
I don't
my
trust it.
my wife, she worked at a business. She's got stuff off Temu before, and it's okay stuff. But like,
See, I've used stuff on Wish. Here's the thing though. I understand because I did some research and I watched a few videos. I understand how Timu works. And
it's the
you're
same
not
thing as TikTok Shop. Like, I mean,
yeah,
it's
I mean the thing is you're not gonna get screwed. I don't trust that app at fucking all. I refuse to use it. I will never use Timu.
you're gonna get what you order. It might not be the size that it looks like,
Well, see, the thing
but
is I used Wish and I figured out how to gauge it sometimes. This sounds super racist, but it's true. If you're and I imagine Timu's the same way. If the person in the picture is American looking, um, order a size big, like one size big, and you'll be
might
fine.
not. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
If the person in the photo is Chinese, order like three sizes too big, and you might get close.
Using sweatshop labor prices to collect American consumer data to compete in the American economy through CCP-owned shell companies. Listen here, Toast. Like, holy shit, dude just had a red pill moment.
Well, no, not only that. This is what I really so Timu.
I guarantee that's true, though.
Well, Timu was owned by I think it's owned by a few factories that create these products. And the thing is, when they ship one, they don't have to pay import taxes on it. If you ship under a certain number, you don't have to pay import taxes
Hmm.
on it, or at least you pay. I think you pay lower. I don't think you don't pay any. But and the other thing is now they don't have to guess. Like they make a picture of it doesn't even have to be a fully functioning item. They make the picture and they put it on Timu because it's under a certain amount.
Agree, Hakeem. Yeah, well, just small things. I got I didn't buy it, but my wife used to work for a business, and they were an Temu pickup stop. You know, people could come in and pick up stuff. The shop got a small, tiny cut off each package, but they would get packages that people would never come pick up, and you don't like they don't ask for them to be returned.
Right.
So like she got things, and I actually got a shirt, and it was a Goku shirt, but it was like kind of weird,
Nice.
and it fit like a potato bag.
Yeah, they
Like
do sometimes.
oh, it was
They do.
terrible. But like yeah, like
Because like I said, I use Wish. I got some really cool shit, and I got some
what
stuff
about
that was
Trump's
like,
China tariffs?
they don't apply for single goods because that's the equivalent of like USPS versus a shipping company.
They don't apply
However,
for the whole company. Like the
no,
tariff is just included in on like
it's the cargo. Anything that comes through the port, yes,
to be sold here. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
which whatever. They don't make up a lot of our GDP, so it ain't gonna hurt
not
us.
really, not really. But I will
Same
say
with
this,
Canada and Mexico.
right? I will say this though, because I honestly don't know how to pronounce it. So it's either Shine or Sheen, the clothing app that's owned by Timu, same company.
Shein.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is it Sheen or
Sheen.
Shine? I thought it was
I think it's
Sheen. Yeah,
Sheen.
yeah. Um, the fiance uses Sheen. Big fan.
Ah,
I'm a fan. Not gonna lie. China can have her data. I'm okay with it.
the problem I have with it is they use delivery companies I've never heard of, and sometimes they'll deliver to the wrong address.
Yeah, that's true.
You see what Hakeem said though? They have really cool stuff for cheap. You can only get stuff like that because of the communist slave labor camps. That's true. It's
Well,
true.
but not only that, like it's
That's
pretty
like if you
obvious. Like
buy Nike.
no, but here's the thing. They clearly. So here's another thing. Like, and
I
Timu's
love those
probably
Nike SBs though. Anyway, what?
Timu's probably the best example of this. So when you look at a service, and because I see those ads for Timu all the time, and it's like, get $50 free, or like get this item and it's like an item that you actually want. Like I've been tempted so many times to get their printed label, and I know people that got it, so I know it's a legitimate product. And like you're tempted if a company is trying that hard to get you to just log into their platform so they can give you free shit, they have an ulterior motive. I
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
it's not. Are you talking about Timo again?
Yeah, I don't know what it
Okay,
is, but they
it's
have
not
an
free.
ulterior motive.
It's like take 100% off three items, but you have
Sure,
to buy three items first in order
it's
to get
still,
those three items.
but it's still a good deal, right?
It's literally pennies of products that they're giving you.
Oh
They're just like,
no,
"Oh
no,
yeah, buy three things, but they got to equal $35 and we'll give you these three pogs."
no. It was a legit. I've seen label. I've seen somebody. I've seen that label maker in person. It's a really good label maker. It's easily $150.
Yeah, exactly. Toast said most likely what they sell at a loss. I
Yeah,
guarantee it.
yeah, but it's a loss leader, so that's
Those are some quality wallets.
yeah, they are
Wallets.
wallets. Well, that's a
Someone should make wallets that call them quality wallets when they're just called qualets.
wallet. Well, that's a quality wallet right there, son.
Oh,
I open it up and go, oh,
I sell quality wallets
you'd really feel the
and
savings.
quality accessories.
I sell wallets and quality wallet accessories.
Quality wallet. Quality wallet. Quality.
Does any okay? This is they're probably in danger, but does anybody hunt koalas? Maybe make koala hide wallets. Call them koalets.
Dude, those things are evil.
It's also a miracle they're
Koalas,
not dead. Like
they're so
all
dumb.
of them.
Well, it's probably because of all the inbreeding.
A wallet chain. There you go.
Wall
That's a wallet accessory.
What the fuck is a wallet accessory? Yeah, exactly, dude. Like everybody had a wallet chain back in the late 90s.
Yeah,
Like
they did.
that shit was cool. I didn't think it was cool, but like a
It's a
lot of people
thing.
did.
Google it. Wait, koala wallets are a thing? Oh, koalas having herpes is a thing. I was like, wait, what?
Koalas are sluts.
Is it?
Koalas have herpes.
Yes,
They all
yes.
have herpes?
I think yes. I think they all have herpes.
They need to drink some bleach. Just kidding. Don't do that. Koalas. I don't
Oh,
know why I
funny.
apologize for
Okay,
the koalas.
fun fact.
Koala chain.
There's not a there's not a literal koala hide wallet, but there is an app called Koala Wallet, a friendly wallet for crypto and NFTs. So kind of.
NFTs, biggest scam ever.
Yeah, NFT stands for not fucking tangible. Don't buy them.
Nice.
Wait,
Not
okay.
fucking tangible.
Fuck. Okay, now I'm in a rabbit hole. So apparently Louis Vuitton sells something that's called a koala wallet, but know I don't know why it's called a koala wallet.
Solar flare pants. Never heard of those. We had Jinko up here or down here. I don't know if they had Jinko where you were. Like they're huge pants. Liberty Spikes, Slipknot t-shirt, dog collar, wallet chain. I wasn't quite so progressive. I did have some pretty cool shirts. Yeah, yeah, big baggy jeans.
Yeah, okay. Apparently they do not make koala hide wallets. I figured they did,
It
but
wasn't a brand, it was a lifestyle.
oh
Well, yeah,
gosh.
because man, like you just be bending down, the wallet pops right out. No,
Oh, so Eric,
wallet chain.
you'd be proud of me though, because I learned about my online. I learned something from my online crypto and shopping experience. So I saw another ad on Facebook about a USB cloud miner, and at first, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I clicked on it, and I was like, okay, this seems like if you believe the fairy tale, it seems really cool. But this time, I researched these kinds of products, and here's the thing: they're real. Your returns are shit, and basically every review that I found credible said the same thing. They're like, no, can make money. It's just out of your hands, and you have to be really lucky, and it's super rare. So they're cheap though. It was only like 32 bucks. But I'm like, okay, if they're selling these for 32 bucks, how long is it going to take me to make $30? And most people said 18 months. And I'm like, 18 months to make $32? No, it's not worth it.
Boo boo. No, it's boo Buy us. Fuck
Fuck
you.
you. Well, really
Um,
quick. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say the cloud mining shit. There is another operation, and it's seemingly a little more legit, but like I would actually want to see the facilities. If you have a miner, like not a child, crypto miner,
No, nor someone who physically
and like
mines.
say it's an ASIC, like a applicated specific integrated circuit. You literally have to have certain types of power plugs, and you have to have a
Yeah,
lot of juice. There are these warehouses that will actually rent out their space and electricity to you for like 10, 11 cents per kilowatt, and or something like that. And then basically you are connected, and you're in control of everything. That it's just at their warehouse, and you just pay them electricity. And I looked into that for mine before I decided to get plugs in my own house. And yeah, but that it's not actually, I wouldn't say it's a scam, but you definitely have to make sure that you I don't know, I'd almost want to fly out and visit the place and
yeah,
see what it's all about and talk to someone personally rather than just emailing back and forth on the internet.
yeah, legitimately. But actually, our other
For any
sponsor for
future miners out there.
right, our our other sponsor for this episode is actually a very similar story. I found this service. I can't remember. I think it was an ad that I saw, but I was intrigued, so I checked it out. Went to their website. It is a paid service, but honestly, for what you're getting, it's really inexpensive. And if you use our promo code AIP in the description, you save 5% on your first 12 months of payments if you elect for the monthly subscription. I paid the yearly, but you still save 5%. But Visor.ai, so if you create content like we do, then you understand it takes a very long time to make good shorts. You can make shitty shorts in seconds, but to make good shorts, it takes a very long time, especially if you're doing it the old fashioned way, like I was doing for years. I found Visor.ai, which is a shorts generation and clips generation, but I use it for shorts. Um, a shorts generation piece of software that uses AI to select your most potentially viral sections and turn them into 30 to 90-second shorts, complete with captions that are editable or removable. It auto reframes your videos for you, which you can tweak, and very easily do so. It saves me so much time. Like, honestly, I can crap out like 10 to 20 shorts in an hour. It's
Um, do
ridiculous.
do you have any so the most recent ones that we have, are they from that service?
So how you can tell usually if I've used Visor.ai to create a short is if it's like the two views, like the two, if you see two people on the screen at once,
Hmm.
like geez, what do you call that? By view? I don't know. When you see one shot on top of the other, pretty clear indicator, although I've learned to do that myself, but Visor does it super fast. I usually do my own captions to be fair, but that's because it's really easy to do in CapCut and it's easier to customize there. But you can totally do it through Visor.ai. I just don't use it through them. But what I really like is the viral score it gives you. So it tells you on a score of 1 to 10, which usually they don't go past like 6 or 5, because if it's less than that, it's not really worth generating. But it tells you why that clip is going to go potentially go viral, and they don't make any guarantees. But here's what really impressed me. I love the platform. It's a great tool. But what really impressed me is after I signed up, I sent them an email with some questions, and they offered me a chance to sit in a Zoom call because I had a lot of questions. They offered me a Zoom call with one of their developers. And I said, you know what? Yeah, because I'm curious about this company. It's a younger company. They're hungry. And basically, I had some questions about certain issues, not issues, I'm sorry, certain features they may or may not have. everything that I laid out that I couldn't see, they either already had and I just needed to learn how to use it, or they're going to be rolling them out this year. One of which being longer clips creation, because right now it's limited to 3 minutes. They said they're expanding that to at least 15 minutes out of the videos. The other feature that I kind of learned was awesome by accident is their auto translate feature, because one of our podcasts had a guest that was Japanese and did not speak English. So yeah, I ended up having to use their translate function, which was awesome.
And
Like it
it
was
translated their voice into English
no,
or subtitles.
captions, but
Okay,
still,
that's fine.
I mean, it saved me so much time, dude. Like it's not, it's ridiculous. I don't even want to talk about how much time and how less of a headache it was. I had to tweak and it's nothing wrong with the app. It's just how sentence structure differs between English and Japanese. I had to tweak certain things to make it sound a little bit more colloquially American English, but it did translate it accurately. I just rephrased it to make it a little bit more normal sounding. But other than that, it was great, and it auto generated the captions for me. It was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I cannot say enough good things about Visitor.ai. And like I said, we're an affiliate sponsor with them, and it is awesome. Like,
I want to go to Japan too, Toast. I want to go
watashi
so
mo.
bad. And the funny thing is, my wife has a friend that's supposed to be going to Japan. Like, lucky.
I need to go back somewhere where they speak Spanish so I can feel smart again.
I would feel so dumb there.
Nah,
Like,
you'd pick it up.
what'd you call me?
The fuck you call me? I mean, to be
Hibachi?
fair,
Don't call me that. No.
I mean to be fair, especially if you
I
go to
love
Mexico.
Japanese food.
Yeah, the thing is though, if you go to Mexico, it probably was an insult actually. So they insult in jest. But yeah, Japan would be a sweet trip. That would be fun. It's still a goal of mine one day to go to the Tokyo Dome for a Wrestle Kingdom show. So Hakeem, we're gonna get rich and we're gonna make that shit happen.
That would be sick.
Down the middle, live from the Tokyo Dome.
You understand Spanish, but don't speak it on account of my Portuguese. Man, I can barely speak English.
Now, Spanish, once you get over the hurdle, Spanish is actually not that. It is initially difficult to learn, but once you get over a certain hurdle, it becomes a lot easier. Like any language, I suppose, but yes, anyway, Visitor.ai, highly recommend them. Use our promo code in the description. Save 5% off your payments. It is great.
I did not know that, Toast. So origato originated from the Portuguese abragado.
And that is actually because
Gong. Douche.
I did not know that.
Interesting.
If that's the case, it's probably because the Portuguese were one of the few people, along with the Dutch, that were allowed to trade in Japan when they were closed off from the rest of the world for a few centuries. So that would make sense.
Centuries.
Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. It's not a bad song.
Portuguese settlers. Dude, I can't stand that song because I had an employee play it all the time in the kitchen. I was like, when I managed a restaurant, ugh, I don't know, I'd be like, listen, dude, can you play another song? It's
Not
not a
for
bad song though.
centuries.
For centuries, remember me, or however that goes.
So yeah, actually, that's another example of a win. That stunning canvas behind you. Not a sponsor, but a website that I found and turned out to be a hell of a deal. If you want canvas wall art, canvaschamp.com. They are fucking phenomenal. Very affordable, and actually, I'll go ahead and show you. Bought a few from them over the years. Oh, shit. Can't. There's a lot. Just take my word for it. There's a few.
Dude, that's cool.
Well, the thing is, it's funny because once you order from them once, they keep sending you coupons and shit. So like some of these were effectively only like $12.
AIP for President 2028. Let's go.
We'll see.
His name is Bai.
Actually, I have officially I made an executive decision. In order to give a giant middle finger to Robbie Williams for stealing from us, he is now Robbie.
That's fair. I just felt less evolved. Shut up, crybaby.
Hey, I like that movie. It
Oh,
was a
I've
good
got a
movie.
good voice and I could sing really well. Oh, let me cry.
Do that with a British
Can I
accent.
have some tea, please?
It's George.
Oh, it's George. Ah, dude,
I know how we did it.
I,
No,
I don't
I did like Better
I
Man.
don't
I
think
like
there's
Better
gonna
Man.
be a better stand-up like than Shane Gillis that first stand-up he did. Like I don't think there's gonna be a well not his first stand-up, but the one that was most popular. I don't think there's gonna be a better one. Like how do you top that? I
I
don't
mean, if
know.
anybody can do it,
His Trump on the Kill Tony was amazing.
that was yeah, that was good stuff. I was gonna say if anybody can top that, it's Shane Gillis. He can.
Well, see,
He's a funny
his is
dude.
good, but like Dr. Phil's is funny, but the impersonation is not that good. But like just his comedy is hilarious. Like
Yeah.
the Dr. Phil. I don't I'm not trying to Eric was raised by a couple Southerners.
Southerners,
Jake was raised by a couple of them Northerners.
them Yankees,
Oil,
oil.
oil.
Yeah, I'm familiar with oil.
I've always said that just fine. I don't have much of a Southern drawl accent, and
Yeah,
honestly, if I drink a lot or something like that, it comes out, but not too much.
hearing people from Alabama say Lucas Oil Stadium is quite funny.
Oh
It's the one about oil.
yeah, my brother, my stepbrother, he's from Arkansas, and he has oil oil.
Oil.
I was like, what? It's oil.
Y'all cook 'em with oil.
Well, that's like people around here. They say "warsh," and that drives me insane.
They
Or
do
they say Washington, and I'm just like, "Where's the fucking R?" Or they say both, like
both,
both with an L, and I'm just like, "Where the fuck's the
both.
L?" I was like, "You guys spell these things when you were in kindergarten. Like, what the hell? How do you?" Yeah, warsh. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
it's George Washington. Washington. I have to force myself to do it because it sounds so wrong.
A warsh rag.
Wash rag. You want to wash some clothes?
Damn horse.
I need to wash
Warsh.
some clothes. I got some oil on them.
Yeah, it's silly. It's like
It
how to
is.
not get scammed online. Don't say Warsh. I
It
don't know.
helps. And then plus our certain affinity for this area of the Midwest to add a possessive
It's
S
George.
onto places that don't have them, like Kroger's. Gonna go down to
Yeah,
Kroger's or Myers. Nobody says Walmart's though. I have noticed that.
Walmart's.
There's a
No,
line.
they call it Wally World.
Well, I mean, yeah, Wally World.
He says, "Sorry, I got off track." You're good, dude. I mean, we can't sit there and talk about the same topic all the time. Like it won't be interesting.
I seriously though, speaking going back to scams
So
though, I get
thank you.
so yeah, thank you. I get so annoyed though with my business partner because he'll these emails come through that are fucking obvious
He's
scams.
like,
Like
"You're telling me there's hot chicks 5 miles away that want me?"
no, not that, but there's people that like say they want to place an order, but it's like obviously fake and there's like spelling and grammar errors and it's obviously fake and he wastes so much time like interacting with these fucking things and it's like they're bullshit, dude.
Mhm.
Just stop wasting your time.
Or like say if you have you would know this too, but like on TikTok or not necessarily YouTube, but TikTok mainly. But when you post videos on there and whatnot, start have a following, you'll get like people who want to message you and be like, I could help you take it to the next level." And I'm like, I'm not paying for that.
Right, exactly.
If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm just having fun with it.
No, but but we made a joke sponsorship about Bank of Nigeria once that was pretty
You're
funny.
Mongolian prince. Turn down my shitty wall.
Goddamn Montgomery.
Dude. Oh man, when they put in the Japanese sushi restaurant next to the city sushi.
Yeah,
Oh man, I get offered to be a brand ambassador every other week.
right.
Toast. Toast, have you heard the song Toast? French Toast?
I think I've told him about it. I don't know that he's
Bob
actually.
and Tom, Bob and Tom.
No,
If you've never
Haywood
heard that,
Banks.
look it up.
Haywood
Oh,
Banks
Haywood
is the
Banks.
singer.
Well,
Yeah.
I just know
Oh, he was
what it
on.
was on. Yes, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, Toast, dude. That shit was so corny when we were kids, but then like we grew up. I don't know about Jake, but we I grew up singing it. It was
Oh
like
yeah, dude. Oh yeah, dude. I had that album. I had that Haywood Banks album. My mom gave
what
it to me
about
one year.
car commercials like where they have the singing Capital City Ford?
I still get kicks out of the Shane Company commercials. If you're from the
Shane
area, you know.
Shane Company.
Now
Is that
you have a
jewelry
friend. Yeah.
in the diamond business?
Now you
Shane
have a
Company.
friend in the diamond business. Shane Company, off 96th Street and Hague Road, just east of I-69. Open Monday through Friday till 8, Saturday and Sunday till 5. And then after high-speed internet became a thing, they added online at shaneco.com. That fucking thing played on the radio 8 billion times a day.
Hey, at least they know you want your sandwich toasted. He said it makes it. He says that, they start singing and dancing anytime he walks into a room. He says it makes it really difficult to order my sandwich at Subway.
Well, I think that's probably about time to wrap it up unless you can think of another scam story.
No,
So I'm
keep it
sure
safe.
I'll
Wrap it up.
I'm sure I'll think of about four tomorrow, but yeah.
Oh,
Jenner,
I probably had 10, 15 of them going into this, but it's okay. This
yeah.
is how it goes.
Just
That's the way she goes, bud.
I'd say probably the best piece of advice I could give you though, there's two. One is if it seems too good to be true, it probably is, and trust your watch out for
I
the
agree.
Chinese. And if trust your gut, if it feels fishy, it probably is.
Oh, and another thing, when you're searching on Google, don't fucking click the top things that pop up. Like if there's a X mark in it, like don't click the X. It's not an X. The top of the window has a fucking X. That's the only X that kills the fucking website. There's no X on the website. Like, is this making sense to you? Like, I swear my mom would get caught so many times because like she would be clicking, say there was a window browser, and
Yeah.
then within the window browser there'd be another little tiny window browser that was fake, and it was meant for you to
Yeah.
click on so that they could get you. And I was like, don't
Don't
fucking
fall
click
for
it.
that shit.
Don't touch it. Put it down.
Don't fall for it. And look at reviews, just general good knowledge.
But anyway, I digress. Continue.
Well, that
Get
was
us out
it.
of here.
So don't get scammed. Be smart. And if you do get scammed, try to get your money back, but sometimes you just got to take the L. Like
Trump won, right?
like this. This was for
Fuck it.
science.
Trump won, so I'm gonna say Eminem what Eminem said. Be smart. Don't be a retard. Don't cancel me.
Eminem said it, not you.
Oh yeah, right. Okay. All right,
Oh,
everybody.
other one. Real quick though. This is just a big thing for me. If you're ever approached with any sort of opportunity and you have to pay money to make money, don't fall for it
Mm-mm.
because I ran into this when I was doing freelance video work. Um, the other thing is too, to a certain extent, I'm a big proponent on, especially when you're young and just breaking in. Yeah, do work for free, but do work for free on your terms because it's something that you want to do. Don't fall for these people. It's like, oh yeah, well you'll get exposure and opportunity. It's like, no, work for free to hone your skills, get
Hell is
something in
toast.
your get something in your your reel, your collection, something that you can showcase.
Yeah.
Because people who have money don't fuck around. Like
Nope.
they don't. And people who have money don't require you to give them money in order to make money. unless it's an investment that's laid out in a contract.
Exactly. Yeah.
Get a
If there's a
fucking
contract,
contract.
it's
Oh my
different.
God.
Like
Get a
protect
fucking
yourself
contract
and
every
then have it
time
looked at.
and have it looked at. Yes.
If you're ever in Toronto, watch out for the gypsies who drive around and try to give you gold jewelry. They'll put it in your hand and then once you're wearing it, ask you for a donation.
Toast. That is actually a really good point. When you're traveling abroad, it's a tactic in some countries. They'll do that. Don't accept anything. Don't even engage because that's the
Dude,
bullshit they try.
Egypt, when you go
I
to
hear. Yeah.
when you go to the pyramids, like yeah,
Yeah.
I've watched videos. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's wild. Don't
It's kind of
interact with.
dangerous too. Like some of them are sketchy.
I will say this though, and again, take this with a grain of salt because it depends on where you are in the situation. Generally speaking, street vendors in Mexico, you're good. Like
Really?
they're selling chips and water and shit. Like, and it's cheap. Generally speaking, you're good. Especially at the border, there's a bunch of people selling a bunch of stuff, and they're legit, but they operate in cash too. So it's not like
Yeah.
you're probably not going to get screwed right next to the border. It's probably not going to happen. Maybe, but yeah, the jewelry stuff. If somebody gives you the jewelry first, it's fake.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be fake. Anyway,
All right.
thank you for enjoying this episode of the Average Intelligence Podcast. Be sure to check out our friends at Molly Jewelry. Remember, Valentine's Day is coming up. And if you're a content creator, check out our friends at Visitor.ai. Use the promo codes down below to save some money, save some of that sweet, sweet dough, and you help out the podcast while doing it too. And if you want to help the podcast more, go back and watch some of our older episodes. We want that watch time. We need that watch time because once we're monetized, we can give you guys a better show.
Well, on
And
top of that, if we have extra money, whatnot, like, we can help out some of our partners,
yep,
in this mess too. So that way we can rising ocean, all boats rise. So let's help us out, please.
yes,
That
absolutely.
sounded funky.
And
Sorry.
there are new podcasts joining up. Those are going to be coming. And actually, I forgot to mention, we welcomed our newest member of the RTA podcast pantheon, Literature and Lingerie. Very happy to have her aboard. She's got a really interesting show, especially if you're a book nerd. You'll have fun with that. Please help the podcast and need monies for various sick. Help the children, our children.
Jesus loves the little children. You know how many times we sang that as
Oh,
kids?
sorry, I'm late.
And it was literally just Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah. Right about
All
now is the
right.
part where that other fuck you thought that other fuck was gonna appear and tell you not to whip your dick out. But we bitch slapped that motherfucker and sent him packing.
That was good.
Yeah. Oh no, more podcasts are coming. They are. But anyway,
They're
like
lame,
I
lame.
said.
All
Like
right,
I said.
everybody, have a good night.
Yep. Hopefully you're a little bit less average and a
Bye
little bit
bye.
more intelligent.
Have a good time.